Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing really well. It's Friday, the last day of the week. Let's take a look at SUI's price action. There hasn't been much happening with regards to validating or invalidating the earlier interpretation I made about SUI. I mean, the assumption is still valid. And we are since the 6th of October, price appears to be in an ending diagonal phase. Video I made yesterday, I think price were somewhere here and we were expecting a wave 4 of this ending diagonal to form, or I don't remember if it had formed. I don't, there is no, it's possible that it has formed here. Let's put it this way, it's probable. What you want to see now for a fifth wave of this ending diagonal, you want to see a move to the upside as 5. We had 5, 3, 5, 3, and now we would like to see a 5 wave move to the upside to finish this diagonal. Should the move continue as anticipated, then this would complete a 5 of 3. 3 that started, I think it was early October or early September, on the 2nd of September. Yeah, we had a wave 2 correction low here. And then from this low, there was a 1, 2, and within the third, we had a sub-wave count. So it's indicative of a third wave that is expanding. If you can already pinpoint a sub-wave within the wave without changing the time frame, that's usually indicative that the wave in which you are is expanding. A first, second, third, fourth, and the fifth as an ending diagonal, almost an expanding diagonal. And the fifth topping here, closing in on the 15 bracket of a third in a circle, a fourth in the circle, and now we're doing the fifth in the circle as an ending diagonal. And so this would end at the same time the counts for the third impulsive wave. It's a long extended third wave. We would then look to the downside for a 3-move corrective for the fourth wave before going higher. I think the target for fifth of 3 of much higher degree is at $3.08. I think it's, yeah, the 1618. We're not there yet, so there is still room in the short future for SUI to make a new high, provided that this is really an ending diagonal. Because you need to consider an alternative, if price at the moment, this is the only level that could indicate a change of market structure, is the 174.86. It hasn't changed since the last video because price did not make a new high. The moment price makes a new high compared to 236, the top of wave 3, then we would have a possibility to shift this line in the sand, a break of market structure indication towards the low of wave 4. Yeah, but for the moment, I leave it down there because we don't have a new high. So keep in mind the 170, I think it was 174.86, something like that. Yes, 174.86 as a break of market structure. And if we look, what else I wanted to take a look at on this chart. I mean, the RSI is pretty banged up. Nothing truly indicative on the RSI. You have divergence between the 1 and the third. Nothing to complain about for this part of the structure. You have a bullish divergence here, so that indicates a continuation. I am on the 4-hour. That indicates a continuation of the movement, potentially. This bullish divergence here. Volume-wise, we have a nice spike of volume on the 4-hour. Let me see on the 1 hour. Where did that occur? Yeah, that was towards the end. Yeah, so it's probable that the fourth bottomed, but I would not rule out to be, or yeah, perhaps Perhaps we bottom with the 4-hour. Anyway, it doesn't matter for the overall picture. What is of importance is this break of market structure. Otherwise, you can still have a fourth wave of this ending diagonal to even come down as that, as long as it doesn't go any below wave 2. It's all good. Not much to say about the volume itself. It's really, you can see that it's nearing the end of a movement, at least locally and for the short term. There is no clean conviction. I mean, there was some nice chunk of volume here for the first wave of this leading diagonal. And the third one, yeah, much less volume. What is worth noting is that on the way down, so wave 2 of this ending diagonal, there is not much volume. At least you don't see any spikes in light gray. Everything is tamed, dark gray. But on the way down for the supposedly wave 4, you have spikes. So, interesting. There is a change of behavior between the two corrective waves, the second and the fourth, in terms of volume at least. Does it mean anything particular? Probably not, but it's good to observe. If I switch off the macro and the micro count and I look at the technicals because I want to see where we are, bigger picture, I'll move to the daily. Something interesting happened when we moved above 218 and went to 35 or 36. You could early on, I mean, not early on, but you could anticipate the formation of a range. You know, you have a high, you have a low, and then you have price making a new high, but failing to keep that and go higher. Actually, price closed below the most recent high. So probably, it's not confirmed, probably you may have the premise of a range for SUI, like bigger picture, a long term. It's not a 2-day movement, but this could be a tiny deviation above the most recent high. So it's a swing fail pattern for that. The break of market structure is really key here. Should the price break this level, from a technical perspective, the next level you may want to look at is the 75% of this half of the channel, which is the half of the range, sorry, 148. This could be an area where price might actually get some relief and go back up, and that corresponds to the most recent high on the way down. Demand zone are quite far away from here. It's at $1 to $1.08, quite far away. There is another one below. I doubt that we will see this one touched. At least you would need some serious catalyst to the downside to actually go that deep, given the extension of third wave. I mean, it's possible that this third wave that has overextended and is apparently finishing with an ending diagonal, it's possible that it corrects. Let's see actually where it would correct. So 1, 2, A1, A2, A3. So assuming that was correct bottom of the second and that the third is near completion, or if it has, you could go as low as 132, yeah, for a pullback as a wave 4. If I put back the macro count on, oh yeah, I had it already. So this is an area you may want to keep in mind and breaks market structure. Yeah, perhaps this one could be one. Anyway, the price is not giving any sign that the market is gonna break, so let's not extrapolate any movement. I think it's healthy what's happening to SUI. I also think that it is giving signs that very, very soon the uptrend that we have since what was it, October, I think, beginning of October, this movement is about to finish, and that's why they're called ending diagonal, if it's really what is happening. So nothing to worry about for the moment. I think it's good to let the move finish. At least we will know whether we finish as a fifth of third, or if we immediately break market structure. And if that's the case, then we would consider that this count is wrong and will have to be revised, because that would indicate that that was the top of the third one. And then we would look for 3 waves down for a corrective move for wave 4. That's it for the, no, let's look at the future side. If you like the video so far, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and also subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. For the future side, you can really sense that the move is about to end. I mean, it reminds me sometimes as a marathon runner who is really having trouble to finish the 42-kilometer race because there is a strong pace on the way up towards the finish line, and at some point you can feel that the muscle, the body, the mind, everything is working at 200% capacity to complete, and even that is not sufficient to significantly make new highs. So the future markets on the open interest side, look at this. The last two highs, they were marked by spikes of long position being open. Yeah. But since then, the open interest is flat. On the way down, you can see that the long are closing. On the way down, the longs are closing. It's good because there is no indication that shorts are opening, at least versus the amount of longs that are opening. So the aggressivity of short seller is not there yet, perhaps because there is still another move up in the cards for the price action of SUI. Yeah. We will pay attention. So the breaking point for SUI was here on the spot. So we'll pay attention on the futures chart. It's not like on the futures chart, we'll pay attention to see exactly how the open interest is reacting when, if, or both price breaks this level 175.40. Yeah, that would be good to see that on the breakdown of this level, the longs are capitulating. So you would want to see a nice drop down red candle on the open interest, together with a red candle aggressive sellers also selling this move down. But then ultimately, if this is a wave 4 correction in the making, you would assume that sellers expect much lower prices, so therefore they would open short position, and then you would see accordingly the open interest rising as the price is going down. That would be an indication that the short sellers have control over the activity of the price. Yeah, but we're not there yet. Keep an eye on that. I think that's it for the video. So SUI still in good shape despite the lack of movement since yesterday. Nothing has been invalidated, so we keep the scenario alive that we expect another run up for a fifth wave. There is no indication whether the fifth wave is going to be truncated or not. There is no rule for that. Similarly, there is no rule to make an estimated target. Yeah. So it's really going to be about watching the count unfolds and eventually a break of market structure that would indicate that the fifth has stopped. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment, put a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. That will be, I think, the only video until Monday. So I take my weekends off and spend it with the family. So there won't be any update for SUI until Monday. I wish you a nice weekend. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.